All right, check this out. You guys are back on the Hater World and on Blue Devil. What we have going on today is Adam22 responding to OG suicide, leaving no jumper. If you guys recall the last video I did, it was of AD's big homie slash Unc doing a video saying he's leaving no jumper. He even gave them the bird and said he had a chair to crack it on Adam's head. And listen, I'm sort of tired of making videos about no jumper, community, back on Fig, Whack 100, but it's trending. It's in the headlines. It's what you guys want to see. Now if there's a certain video you want me to react to, send it to my Instagram, right? If there's a video you want me to, talk about, send it to my Instagram. Now I will tell you, a lot of people be sending me videos, but they be sending me some old ass videos from like the 90s. I swear to God, like the video that I get the most in my DM is Chucky and Midget from Tortilla Flats. And it's like, what the fuck do you want me to watch that video for? Like, not only is it old ass shit, but there's really nothing to say. Them fools are gangbangers and they chose the life they chose. Now, if you into like court TV videos, police shootouts, police chases, music video reactions, then go to Blue Devil Reactions. Over on Blue Devil Reactions, we just mix it up. Maybe that's the place for you. But right here on Southside Reactions, it's usually it's shit like, No Jumper, Milk 74, Whack 100, shit like that, because that's trending, right? And I'm just giving you a perspective from a Southsider. But look, enough with that. You want to send me a video? Send it to my Instagram at TheHaterWorld. Other than that, let's go ahead and watch this video. Let's see what Adam22 got to say now and get you guys a Southsider's reaction. Let's go.
With No Jumper, OG Suicide, I'll just say his name. He did a little video where he spoke on me and No Jumper. I just want to do a quick reaction so that I don't have to talk about it on Tuesday. Here's the timeline. This is not even like a reaction.
Wow, he said, let me just talk about it now so I don't bring it up on the Tuesday show. On the Tuesday show. You know why? Because OG Suicide is not even worthy of that crowd. What's he get on the Tuesday show? Fucking a couple thousand live viewers. He's saying, OG Suicide, you're not even up there, my boy, to talk to you in front of that crowd. Disrespect.
Or a thing where this isn't even like me giving my opinion. This is just me breaking down the situation.
You don't give a shit.
So maybe 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, OG Suicide, who is AD's homie, big homie, if you will, and that's how I know him, is because he used to come through the office a good amount, like just to kick it with AD or whatever. I do an interview with him. Very, very good interview. Insanely sad. He's like the adoption stuff. He tried to, so crazy interview. Like one of the craziest ones I ever did. After we get done the interview, he says that he wants to get into doing YouTube. He wants to talk to people. He wants to do content. I told him that the spot that we were in at that time would not be a good fit for that because we didn't have enough room, but that we were trying to upgrade, and that once we got into a new spot, if we had additional studio time, that we would be happy to let him use the space.
Now, keep in mind, this is when AD was at No Jumper, not when he left to the community. This was when he was at No Jumper as an employee.
Once we get into a new space, we said, okay, you can use it. I did this for two reasons. One, because I was moved by his interview. Two, because AD, someone that I cared about / still care about in some sort of hypothetical alternate reality. So we let him use the space, and that was fine. He did a bunch of interviews for like the last 8 or 9 months, if I'm not mistaken. Mostly sitting down with different people from the No Jumper universe, brought in some other people from his own universe, that sort of thing. And it was fun. To be honest, the channel never got enough views for the channel to be monetized.
Damn.
You know, because I think like that was part of what I told him. Is I was like, well, I'm not gonna put your stuff on the main channel, or actually I told him I would put like the first 5 episodes on the main channel to sort of get the ball rolling for you.
Damn.
And that then we'll start a channel and we'll help you run it and stuff. And if we can get it monetized, we'll split the revenue.
Listen, at that time, to get it monetized, you had to have 4,000 watch hours, 4,000 watch hours, and 1,000 subscribers. Right now, you need 500 watch hours. No, I'm sorry. No, what the fuck did I just say? You needed 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subs. Now you need 500 subs and 4,000 watch hours. 3,000, my bad. So it dropped. You know, before it was 1,000 subs, 4,000 hours. Now it's 500 subs, 3,000 hours. So they're making it easier for people to join the program. But he couldn't even get that on being on No Jumper. That's crazy, bro, because you would think that having 7 million subscribers or whatever Adam has would at least bring him 1% of that. And it didn't. And you know why it didn't? You know what? Well, you guys want to know why? Do you guys want to know why OG Suicide failed at No Jumper? Let me know who's ready. Let's go. You know why? Because all his content is positive energy stuff. All his content is about positive energy. Nobody wants to hear positive energy. Everybody wants to hear hate, drama, bullshit, beef. Come on, bro. Who the fuck? Imagine if every video I did was me giving somebody flowers. Bro, nobody would give a fuck. They want to hear whose head got chopped off. They want to hear who got problems with who. They want to know who lady left them for the upcoming rapper. They want to hear all this garbage, bro. It is the truth. It is facts. And that's why OG Suicide channel never took off, because it wasn't entertaining to make you watch. It's like there's a couple of podcasts in the Chicano realm that I watch, and I'll be like, they ain't gonna get nowhere. And they ain't gonna get nowhere because they're about positivity. And even though we know positivity is a great thing and positivity energy is what we want, right? But it's not what the viewers want. It's not what keeps you coming back to the channel. You feel what I'm saying? So even though these channels are doing great things, they ain't gonna get nowhere. Let's go.
That being said, it never got to the point where we could even monetize. So I wasn't really, was that he asked me to borrow money.
Oh, wow.
And that was awkward to me, to be honest. I left him on red.
What a
which I'm not
dirtbag.
totally proud of, because...
Hold on. So OG Suicide asked to borrow money from Adam, and Adam left him on red. Listen, OG Suicide was probably looking at Adam like the big homie, right? And I don't mean the big homie in the hood. No, don't get it twisted. I mean like the big work homie, like the homie at work that got the money, right? I'm an employee. He'll see me every day. There shouldn't be a reason why he won't loan me money. Adam is looking at it from a business perspective. Now, I will tell you this. I can guarantee you I know why Adam didn't give him money and probably left him on red. You want to know why? Who's ready? Because it was probably over $5,000. Like, what the fuck? Now you borrow a few $100. Here you go. You could have them. If I got it, you could have them. But with some people, they make that a habit. You feel what I'm saying? So I can guarantee you that it was a few $1,000.
You know, it would have been a little bit more mannish to respond and just be like, nah, I don't do that. Because, I mean, of all the homies I've had over the years, especially people who work with me, especially if you work with me, when it comes to letting people borrow money, I really don't like it. Because if you work for me and I'm letting you borrow money, I just feel like it puts us in kind of a weird spot where I don't want to be bugging you, and I don't want... And to be honest, like, a lot of times with talent and stuff, it's kind of like, listen, if they need to borrow money here and there, you let them borrow money once, and then you just... That's good, because then you don't really have to do it again, or if they...
Listen, what he means by that right there, when he said once you gotta let them borrow money, it's good because you don't gotta let them borrow money again. He's meaning for the motherfuckers that don't pay back. He's meaning for the motherfuckers that, hey, let me borrow a few $100. You give them a few $100 and then they dodge you. So you get rid of them. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you're paying them a few $100 to get rid of them. That's what he's saying. But how about the motherfuckers that do pay back? I know paisas that borrow money all the time and they're punctual with paying it back, bro. Like, paisas are probably the most loyalist motherfuckers there is when they borrow something, bro. They feel obligated to pay back. Homies will bring up a bunch of bullshit on why they're not going to pay you. Well, I was going to pay you, dog, but then I remembered that, one time I loaned you something and you never give it back to me, fool. So, or yeah, fool, I was going to pay you back, but then the homie said you owed him, so I gave it to the homie. Or you know what, I was going to pay you back, fool, but I just haven't got my check. And then not to say nothing, not to try to categorize people, but black people just won't even answer your call, and I know motherfuckers like that. That's why I'm speaking about it. So I don't want to hear no bullshit, Woods, I couldn't really tell you. I could not really tell you. I got black homies. I got Mexican homies. I got paisa homies. Woods, I hardly know that many Woods, I know Southside or Woods, right? Southside homies that are white, but they have more of the Mexican, Latin, upbringing, so they're not really considered white, So, that's how it is, bro. You loan motherfuckers stuff and they don't pay. It makes it awkward. It makes it weird. Motherfuckers bring up 100 excuses. That's why you just gotta give them the money, bro. If it's really a homie you fuck with and he wants a few $100 and you got it like that, give it to him, bro. Don't loan it. If you fucking loan it, you will lose the homie, right? And if you got it like that to where it ain't nothing and the homie need it and he ain't got it like that to give it back to you, let him have it, bro. Like I understand business is business, but bro, there's a lot of greedy people out here. Listen, when you die, you can't take the money with you. And I know that sometimes when you give a motherfucker things, you give them money or whatever, sometimes some people feel entitled to ask for more, right? Ask for more. That's why I said if you got the bread like that and you can swing it, bro, people used to always ask me for 30, 40, 50 bucks. And here, you can have it. Like, I'm not going to ask for it back. Imagine calling the homie up if we got them 40 bucks. Like, we're not fucking 19 no more. We're not 20. We're fucking 30 and up. It's different now. But not everybody feels like that because not everybody got it like that. You feel what I'm saying? But then again, would the homie really be asking somebody that don't got it? It is what it is. You could look at it in many ways, bro. Let's go.
Again, it's like, well, bro, I already let you borrow money, so it's kind of whatever. But either way,
see, told you.
To me, it's not good. You're putting the people who work for me in an awkward situation where maybe they're going to feel like pressured or like they have to do it or whatever. So a couple of weeks ago, I told Josh, I said, hey.
But hold on. Why is OG Suicide asking Adam for money? Don't you think he'd be asking AD? But then again, maybe he feels like AD's the little homie, I'm the big homie. If I ask the little homie for money, he's sunning me. It's gonna take my big homie status away. So let me ask my boss. My boss is Adam22. Let me ask him. It'll be confidential. The little homie will never know I asked for money, and it'll just be between us. But then you go and do some fuck shit with a chair and you get exposed. That's fucked up. Should have thought about it before you brought the chair on stage.
I think it's time. You should probably tell OG Suicide that we got to wrap it up. Can't record here anymore. We just have way more stuff being recorded. It was becoming more and more difficult to find slots in which he could do his thing. And we've also just kind of accepted after letting him use the studio for 9 months that this was not going to turn a profit. Because, hypothetically, let's say it even made $2,000 a month and we're splitting that. Well, the $1,000 a month, which is nothing to a business. So a couple weeks ago, Josh tells Suicide that it's not happening anymore and he's going to have to find somewhere else to record. realistically probably shouldn't be that big a deal, right? Because, I mean, how many people do we know with podcasts? I mean, it seems like almost anyone can figure this out, either rent a space or buy some mics and set up a space. Josh told me that he was not thrilled, that he kind of didn't seem stoked.
Bro, after 9 months of having a podcast and not turning a profit at all, not even making any money in return, and being mad when they tell you it's gonna be done, they're pulling the plug. I don't see why you would be mad. Listen, and a lot of people are gonna hate me, but this is the truth. I'm looking at this like business. Adam didn't have to help OG Suicide. He didn't have to loan him the spot to record. He didn't have to, loan him the cameras, the airtime. Think about this. Adam paying for the building. Adam paying for the internet. Adam paying for the mics. Adam paying for the food. Adam paying for the water. So at this point, OG Suicide ain't paying nothing. He living rent free. He coming through, using all the shit and leaving. Not even coming out of pocket and saying, you know what, Adam, I know the podcast ain't made no money, but I'm going to shoot you a few $100 just because I know that you got to pay for electricity and internet, my boy. And I ain't got a lot, but here's something. Boom. Bro, I guarantee you Adam would have took that and said, nah, fool, keep it. Don't trip. And now looked at you like, all right, I fuck with this guy. For the simple fact that you're not leeching, bro. When motherfuckers leech, that becomes a problem. Bro, you know how many people I've let stay at my studio or at my pad or at my shops? And you would think that after a couple of weeks, they would come up to you and be like, hey, if you need me to clean, you need me to sweep, or just do it. Or like, look, I ain't got a lot of bread, but, I got the CBT card or something. But if a motherfucker is 3-4 weeks in, 2 months in, laying on the couch playing PlayStation, not helping, not sweeping, not doing shit. And I know you ain't got it, but there's many other fucking ways to show your appreciation. Bro, you gotta fucking go. You gotta fucking go.
Okay. And then I see, but he had a couple more episodes he wanted to release and everything, so he released those. And then the other day I see it in the calendar that there's a OG Suicide live stream, and I actually said to Josh, I'm like, you think that's a safe move? He's on the way out the door. We're gonna put him on a live stream. He can say whatever he wants. Not that there's anything like in particular that he would be able to say or that we were worried about him saying. But I was just like, you sure that's a good idea? Josh told me, he gave me his word that he wasn't gonna talk any shit or anything. Okay, so then. This is the funny thing is you guys have probably all seen the video that he put out. I have not seen it. It was like 25 minutes. I'm like, I'm not watching this shit. But he put out a video where I guess he threatened to beat me with a chair or something. As soon as I heard that, I was like, I'm not watching this shit.
It's funny.
But I guess he just, in general, just didn't really seem like he was thankful or appreciative of the fact that we allowed him to use the spot for a ton of time and, let him hang out with everybody, helped him get connections with different people. I know some of the interviews, the bigger name interviews they had on his channel were because Laura helped connect him to certain people or reached out to people on his behalf, everything like that. So yeah, that's why like earlier today I was thinking about it and I put the quote, what is it? No good deed shall go unpunished. Because I was thinking about it and I was thinking about how so many times as a content creator, I've basically just like given people opportunities, people who are not really in a position where they had a lot of opportunities coming in.
Check this out. I'm going to kill that part of the video because we all know what this boils down to be. Listen, OG Suicide didn't have a studio, didn't have equipment, didn't have the bread to put up. And because he, went up to No Jumper, did an interview, I don't fuck with him, like you said. And OG Suicide saw the opportunity. So I can applaud for that, right? I can applaud him for that. I'm in the presence of a rich man. I'm in the presence of a millionaire. Let me see how I can use this to my advantage and maybe be on that level. And listen, this is what I say all the time. Listen, back in the day, bro, Chicano rappers used to do songs with like Snoop Dogg and like rappers that were big, right? And I'd be like, damn, fool, you're in the presence of Snoop Dogg and you can't convince him to sign you or give you a bag or work with him or get you in one of his endeavors. How is that possible? Put me next to a millionaire, I'm gonna figure out how to eat, bro. So I applaud OG Suicide for thinking like that, right? All right, cool. But if 9 months down the road, your podcast does nothing, I would have the balls to walk up to Adam and say, you know what, my boy, this is not going to work out. I don't want to keep taking your time. Respectfully, appreciate everything you've done for me. I must just walk away because it ain't working and I don't want to fuck your shit up. But if Adam tells you you got to go because it ain't working and you throw a bitch fit, dog, ungrateful ass people. Ungrateful ass people. There's no other way to see it. Listen, there's a lot of times where Adam loses the video. He won this one, bro. Like, there's no way going around this. He won this video. He helped out OG Suicide. OG Suicide couldn't pull the numbers. And as a business decision, it's got to go. You know, so OG Suicide, listen, it was a poor decision, bro. Instead of giving this man his flowers and saying, I appreciate everything you've done for me, he turned, against him. Now, what do you think would have happened if he would have loaned him the money? If he would have loaned him the money, maybe they still would have been on good terms for a little bit longer, bro. But then this would have happened. OG Suicide would have left without paying, But I wonder where he's going now. I wonder where. We're only talking about OG Suicide because of Adam, because of AD, the truth. But listen, you guys let me know how you feel down below. Will you give homie money, and would you loan the homie money and ask for it back? Or will you give him money and not ask for it? Me, few $100, I ain't asking for shit back. You could have it, dog. It's all good. I know you ain't got it. You probably ain't gonna have it to give it back to me. And it ain't shit. It ain't gonna make me richer. It ain't gonna make you richer. You can have it now. If it's a business move where you need a few $100 to double up or flip it or whatever, I'm in on it. Maybe I'll give you a little bit more. Let's work together. Let's make bread together. But if you need a few $100 for diapers and milk for your baby, dog, here, you could have it. You feel what I'm saying? There's a difference. So, you let me know down below what you would do. And run up the comments. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm Blue Devil. This has been a TheHaterWorld production, and we out.